It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. Maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 29, Lance over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people, because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
From midfield, here's Lance. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He stopped at the Eagles' 23. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They give to Cannon, and he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
The Lance going to throw. That's swung out to Mostert. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Lance. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. To make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Off of play action, here's Lance.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. That hurts a little extra because he's third down. You're already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on Pro Bowl center Jason Kelce. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Reagor, 94 yards. And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And some room to maneuver. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. He's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Hurts throw here, take it in as he's able to find Goddard. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And his throw here is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Boston Scott deep for Philadelphia. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd down and 3. They go play action with Hurts.
And this one is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Lance now on first down. Got him, man. That's Trent Sherfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Lance. Got him, man. That's Richie James. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Lance looks to throw again. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Lance. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. This will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Give him 32 on the play.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Switch.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area and he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to...
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Davion Taylor
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 24.
And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. Now a carry for Sanders. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Sanders again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will swell by one more. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just like,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Jannard Avery coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. Takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick-6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick-6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I want to play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they gave up the pick-6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. Now it's Lance. On the move to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Throwing his lance on third down.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's caught by Sanders. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
Give me that ball. Give me that. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Take the edge. Come.
On second down now. It's Sanders. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Watch the slants. Watch the slant. Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Get him. You got him. Mike 42. Mike 42.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, They talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a play fake. Lance. Buying time to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Niners on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Lance now to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On play action, Lance. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a gain of 35.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Let's go. Let's go. Mike 42. Mike 42. Let's go, defense.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. And that'll set him back 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Get off the field. 42's Mike 42.
Now Lance again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Lance to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check pass.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Steven Wilson. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
19, Tiger. Double time. Alert.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll drop to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this one out to the 50 on the midfield stripe. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And this one's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
24 is the mic. Ain't no second. Miami, take the wins home. Big Ed, Big Ed, Big Ed.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Shotgun now for Lance. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. The Bills, they're just pouring it on in that one. A win would be their first of the young season. That one looks like he'll throw here. Ertz has it left side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.